I mean, if you were given the chance, probably if you...
I don't have any interest to be a member.
Uh-oh.
So, yes, as far as this party is concerned, and especially with the current leadership in Imo State. So, that's what it is. I can't comment on that.
Okay.
Until if I was a member, then I can do that. Can say what they should have done differently.
All right. Senator said he does not have any interest in APC Imo State. Okay, that's that. All right, we are still listening to Echo FM 100.7 right here in the city of Owerri. We are having the conversation with Senator Athan Achonu, who is now an APGA chieftain and hopefully a governorship candidate. Okay, Senator, you've been having a long-standing battle with the Imo State government over the Imo Hotels land. And a lot of people want to know what exactly is the situation now, especially with the People's Bank area, the Imo Hotels area, which is now being developed into the IICC and all that. What exactly is the situation with that particular land and the court cases?
It is, I have never seen such level of impunity from any government, not a state government, not even federal government. Federal government cannot do what they are doing in Imo State. The truth of the matter is, the one of the Progress Bank building, the moment the governor came, first of all, Rocha has put a stop work order, claiming that there is a law which says that if any basement, any floor above a certain height is not a basement, it's a floor. And that I was given approval to build 8 floors and 2 basements, and I built 10 floors. Meanwhile, it was the state government that built the structure that I bought. It wasn't me. I bought it from NDIC, built by Imo State government for Progress Bank for head office.
Wow.
Imo State government owned Progress Bank 100%.
Okay.
So the building is theirs. They built it. The law is theirs. So I just bought what they built, and I submitted the dimensions, and they approved it for me to continue. So I started work. So I was surprised. So I went to court. Then Emeki Hedioha came in, wrote a letter of apology, realizing that the state made a blunder.
Okay.
And then I was accumulating a lot of losses and damages. So he quickly wrote a letter of apology that I should please go back to site. But by then we were in court. So I told him that I can't go back to site until I have an out-of-court settlement agreement, which will be used as judgment. And he agreed. So they drew it up. Unfortunately, it was the Attorney General came with it to Abuja the day he was removed from Supreme Court.
Oh.
That's the day we were supposed to sign it. So when this governor came in, I told him the story. So he said, I was in his house. So he said, General, please, I want you to finish this your hotel so that it will be commissioned during my tenure. I said, that's fantastic. Then he said something that shocked me. He said I should go and do an integrity test. I said, I have an integrity test. The test said that building, even a bomb can't bring it down. You understand me? He said, no, do another one. I knew there was a problem.
Okay.
So I quickly did another one, submitted everything, both the letter of apology, both the drafts out of court settlement agreement, everything submitted. Till today, no word from the governor. How many years after? That was during his first year, in his first tenure. So, and then I got a judgment on the Imo hotels, which clearly stated that, in fact, that was the second judgment. The first judgment was when Rochas was governor.
Okay.
From a state high court. This one now, I went to a federal high court because it's a business relationship. The judge said that everything Rochas did there was null and void. Because I'm the majority shareholder, I own 60%, and they can't do anything there without my consent.
Okay.
So, and they should come and account for me. And the money they have made there for 9 years, they render an account to me as a senior partner, and they give me my 60% share of the profit. And that they should pay me 100 million in damages. And we should form they should nominate the board members so we can dissolve the union since it's not working. So they share the property into 60-40. I take my 60%, they take their 40% of the property.
Okay.
What did they do? He tried to stay execution on the 100 million damages. They threw it out. He proceeded on appeal, and that's where it has been till today. No movement. They didn't want the thing to be heard at all, so that they will stall and stall and stall and do what he has just done now. You know that building collapsed when Rochas built it.
Yes.
He built it again. I'm so grateful to God that it didn't collapse on top of the president the day he came. You know, so that would have been a disaster. The building has collapsed again to show them that the gods of the land are even angry with them, and they will not listen. I suffered all my life. The first money I made as a human being, I'm a one-handed man. I don't steal. I don't do anything. I just suffered and got money. I said, let me develop my state. That's the only crime I have ever committed, because none of them, he doesn't have any business in Imo State. No development, nothing. So now that's something that will happen. All the governors who have been against this, my project, is because they don't have any investment in Imo. And I've been preaching at Kurulo that Igbos should come home and develop their homeland. They are not happy. They think it will give me a political leverage. That's what all this is about. A political leverage.
Wow.
Yes, that's what it's about. So that's where we are. And can you imagine a governor who is a product of a court order, who came forth? The Supreme Court brought him, made him first. He can't obey a simple court order. That is the level of impunity this country has gotten to. It's a shame. I hope President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should do something about it.
Okay.
He should rein in his governors, especially the one in Imo, so he should start obeying court orders.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Senator, for that explainer. Now, you said for years now that court process has been stored on appeal at the appeal court. What is the court itself saying? What is this appeal court? Which judge is in charge?
Who went on appeal?
Okay.
So we are making moves now to ask the court to give us a date so we can hear the appeal. They went on appeal and then allowed it to die there. That's what they just did. Yes, so it will not be heard.
Wow.
But we have to force a hearing on that appeal, no matter what it takes.
Okay, so both your 60%, all the money they recruited, nothing has been given to you. That's I just want to make.
Not a dime.
Okay, I just want to make that clear.
And then the damages are piling up in my hotel. He is hoping that he thinks that maybe rain and sun will destroy my building. He will not. It's cast in concrete. Nothing can happen to it. That's what he's hoping for. And then do you know how much we spend in clearing that place every year? It will be. It's always overgrowing. The bush is always. Look, just go there. Okay, right now they're clearing the place. Last time they made an insinuation that I'm hiding criminals there. Police stormed the place. They didn't see anybody. They didn't see anything. I have security men living in that premises. Right now, this morning, journalists went around there, saw what the level. Look, I spent about 1.2 million every year clearing that place. Look at that. Do you know the level of employment this would have generated in Imo State? Over these years. Can you imagine a governor? Other people are begging people to bring in investment, that he's killing the initiative that I brought.
Okay. Well, that's so sad to hear, but definitely we appreciate your patience, and I think Imolites are listening to you, and we will also get to hear from the government on this matter, why the prolonged nature of that particular place. Well, we are live on Echo FM. We are speaking with Senator Athan Achonu, and of course, my microphone partner, Josh Dunn, is here. And then I have a female partner. They have questions. Basbos. Do you have any basbos for the senator?
For the senator?
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, is there anything that has to do with that building? Is there any business strategy? Is there anything the government wants to use that building for? Or have they actually come to you that there is something magnificent about this place that they want to actually use it for? And maybe because there is no communion with you and the government, maybe that is why they're not giving out that building, or they just want to let that building just go down like that.
Senator, I don't know if you heard him. If you heard her.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. I said that the building in question, is it that there is something magnificent about that your building, or is it that the government have something they want to use that building for? And
that particular place.
You're not giving leverage for it. and because of that, that's why they decided to just stall that building for like to stay fallow like that, because there should be a reason. I know governments have a way of taking buildings that are not actually theirs. So is it that there is something they want to actually use that building for, and they have actually let you know that this is what they want to use this building for, and because
How
you're not
can
giving...
you come and how can somebody build a 10-story building hotel?
Okay.
Then you want to come and use it for something else.
Oh, okay.
It's not that nobody has met that. Even Imo hotels that I own with them, I own 60%, government owns 40%.
Okay.
They never approached me for anything.
Wow.
Rogers just went in there, started building. Rogers just went in there. I designed that international conference center and mega shopping mall. I wanted it to be like Dubai.
Okay.
I published it in The Guardian. You understand? Immediately he came. He now wanted to do the same thing, but on behalf of government. Now we are a partnership. Are you following me? I'm a majority shareholder. So if government wanted to do something there, it will be partnership.
So, Senator, at what point was the disagreement between you and the government? Because if the governor just walks in there without discussing with you when you are in partnership...
There was no agreement, no meeting. The board wasn't even set up. First of all, let me tell you what Rogers did.
Okay.
He wanted to concession the place. I went to court and told him that he can't do that.
Concession the place to himself or to the state?
I don't know who he wanted to concession it to. He published it.
Wow.
He announced the concession. So I challenged it in court. I said it can't happen. I am the majority shareholder. You can't go and make any announcement concerning my property without discussing it with me. And then there is a clause in the agreement that they cannot sell even their 40% without my consulting first. Asking if I have first option of
first option. Okay. Wow.
Yes, and I cannot sell my 60%. They also have first option of refusal.
Under whose administration did you acquire that 60%, sir?
Now, it was acquired by Nzemadwako from Achike's administration.
Okay.
So I merely bought it from the man who owned it, who bought it.
And the whole purchase to Nzemadwako was legal and everything was ironclad?
Legal, or during Hakim's tenure, yes.
Okay.
Hakim gave consent. Then we bought it. Yes, I was making, I was trying to buy the remaining 40% before Hakim lost the election.
Okay, has the government approached you to buy back the 60%?
Never.
Okay. All right. Wow, this is so interesting. We just need Imo people to understand this. It's been going on long, and that is the heartbeat of Imo State, the very central point of Owerri, the capital city. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the place close to, I think, Garden Park. If you just see that building close to Garden Park, that big story built out the People's Bank before he bought it, which is his hotel.
That was
Progress Bank, the Progress Bank, before Senator bought it of Imo State. And of course, behind it, we have the IRCC, we have the Sub-Treasury. That's the land in question.
Including the office of the AGM. You know, Rogers used the road to divide it.
Yes, okay, yes.
He used the road to divide the property.
On one side is the secretary to the government office and the Freedom Square. On this other side is the Bongo Square, former Bongo Square, and of course the other thing. That's the land we are talking about. Auditor General, Sub-Treasury, IICC, and all that. So that's the area we are talking about if you are not aware. Well, we are going to open up the phone lines. Some email lines would like to send or ask questions, and I believe you will give them their answers. But before Don, my partner, has something to ask.
Yeah, he said something. He said that you said something that that place is actually a hotel, isn't it? That why would you build a hotel and the government will want to use it for another thing? Please, may I ask, what is that thing that they actually wanted to use the building for? And is it because it doesn't suit what you want to do because you have a legal right or you have more shares?
It's like you didn't listen, you didn't hear me.
Okay.
I said no government has ever approached me or told me that there is something they want to do. Even the one they built, they didn't even at the time go on with them. The one that we are partners over.
Okay.
They didn't even call me. They didn't even discuss with me.
Okay.
They didn't even mention anything to me.
Okay. All right, let's
thank you.
thank you very much for that clarification.
Yeah.
Imolites, you have heard from the senator concerning the land. Before we move on to something else, because you have been talking about employment, generation of wealth, Akurula, and the rest of them. I know about your farm. I know about this investment you're talking about. What other things have you been able to do in terms of employment, bringing employment to the people? Well, it's been a while. You've been senator and other things from the federal government or state government to the Imo youths.
Well, the Imo state government has been hostile to me.
Okay.
So it's difficult to actually bring in any investment. But first of all, it was not only the hotel, Imo hotels, that Rochas attacked and my G Plaza hotel building. I don't know whether it was intentional or not. I was buying, engaged Ken Njeman's SAN to acquire. I have a refinery license.
Whoa.
I had a license to build a 20,000 barrel capacity refinery in Ohaji Ebema.
Are you serious?
So I had acquired 40 hectares of land in Obile. Then we needed about 200 hectares because the plan was to build the refinery, build an industrial park beside it. Since there was no power, Nigeria doesn't have power, so that the power powering that refinery can power the industrial park so people can go into manufacturing there. So government now came and built a road dividing us so that we couldn't acquire any more land. Do you understand? Yes, that's what.
What year was that when you acquired the land? I mean, under whose administration?
Rochas, under Rochas. Before Rochas entered, I started the acquisition.
Okay.
Yes, I started the acquisition. So my partners, and then when that Imo hotel something happened again, my partners said there's so much hostility against me in the state that they pulled out.
Wow.
So that land is there up to now. My license expired, I renewed it, expired, I renewed it. So I stopped renewing it.
Yes, it's serious. So what you're saying is that Imo State would have had a refinery of its own by an Imo son, but the Imo State government stopped it. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Not just that. Not just that. Let me go again. I approached President Goodluck Jonathan to concession the Imo airport to me, because Imo airport was registered as an international cargo airport. And Hope, my friend, was the chairman, Senate Committee on Aviation. I met with him. I also involved a friend of mine from Ngokpala, Honorable Greg Egu. These people are all alive. This lady was the Minister of Aviation at that time from Anambra, the senator. So, Pius Anyim, Jonathan sent me to Pius Anyim. Pius Anyim now sent me with his CSO to go and meet Stella Odua. So I had begged Hope to assist before then, before I made this pitch. So I went there. I've spent millions of dollars in consultancy. You understand?
Yeah.
So arranged everything. Now approached Stella. Stella said that she can't concession it until she finishes refurbishing the airport. I begged her. I told her, I said, look, what I'm coming to do will refurbish the airport 100 times more than what you are trying to do. You understand? To save the money, to apply it to another airport. I'm taking over and rebuilding the entire thing. She said no. I walked away. I left. So now President Jonathan couldn't do anything about it. I just... and then do you know what happened next? Because Hope didn't help me to put pressure on the minister. What happened next? Suddenly, they acquired all the land around the airport while I was doing this negotiation. The government started giving out the land, gave to Navy, gave to this, gave to that, gave to... It was so as if so that to block me from building that international cargo hub. And by then, Lagos Airport had been surrounded by the town. The town had grown around it and you couldn't expand
no more expansion. Okay.
You understand? So that airport would have been the international cargo hub for West Africa. That was the target. I met, okay, I don't want to say more. Because
Okay.
as governor, I'm going to make sure that it happens.
Okay, all right. This it's great to have all this expose, but definitely we would like to hear from the listeners. They are listening. They have been calling non-stop. Let's open up our phone lines and get to hear from other persons. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Straight Talk. We are live with Barry Cosmo, Judge Don, and Senator Athan Achonu. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother and sister.
Morning.
God bless you all. Yeah.
Good morning.
And our senator. God bless you, my brother. I am Senator Athan. I believe God will give you more
Hello.
power and give you more life.
Don't worry.
Can you hear me?
No, go ahead. I can hear
Don't
you.
worry.
I'll just explain to what you said.
Talk about our father,
Mm.
Athan. He's a father. I
Okay.
believe God will keep it alive for us, for this Imo State.
Okay.
No matter of all those scared people we have. Sometimes I always blame some journalists for what is happening in this Imo State.
You blame journalists for what's happening in Imo State. How?
Yes. No, let me tell you something. Before state it can stand, we need to work on the judiciary. That judiciary means for the law, and the law that can guide anybody that will do something. Because when the judiciary, Imo State judiciary comes to under of the governor, number one, look at what is going on in Imo State judiciary. The governor, they are want to.
What has got to do with Imo State Judiciary and what we are discussing now?
That's I'm saying. That's what they can bring this matter in the hand. They can make all those people. If these people have
All
the
right.
law.
All right, thank
They
you.
have the
Thank you.
ability and
There's no time, so we don't know where going around. Thank you very much. Our senator, he was just praying for you and saying God should keep you safe for them.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it. Senator, I don't know if you had me right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get another caller.
Also, if she blamed the press in Imo, I agree with her.
All right.
No,
Senator, we have another caller. We have another caller.
The
Hello?
press, journalists have not investigated this matter and brought it to us. People will pass that building, a 10-story building in the heart of Owerri, just sitting there, being overgrown by bush, rotting. Nobody asked any question. No journalist has called. Why is this like this? How billions of naira being wasted? Nobody has done that. So
Well,
I think I agree with her.
Well, for me, I think I've been on that case for a while. We've discussed
It
that
was
over
only
and over.
Nonsonkwa that raised alarm when that other building collapsed. It was only Nonsonkwa. Yes.
All right, let's
That raised
continue.
alarm.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, who's there? We don't have time to waste. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Barry.
Good morning to you.
I greet you.
All right.
The Don, I greet you.
I greet you too.
I beg Barry. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Quick, no time.
I'm going to call you. You are from Elumeke Nekobibezena.
And then you can welcome.
Barry, I beat a senator in the house. I greet him.
Yeah.
All right, Senator is hearing you.
Say, how we say get leg? Wakari where we say if somebody want to do better thing for Imo State, the leadership no go agree and work.
I don't know why they asked me that question. Why is
I
answering?
know why they ask you.
I don't know. I don't have any idea. Okay.
Now they ask you how they reach.
I thought they want to ask.
Now to tell you, say this thing where this man they talk, my brother, if we confirm I'm saying are true, now be say this our leadership will get now the APC government. They are not helping the masses.
All right.
Rather they are killing the masses.
Thank you. Thank you. Indeed,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Senator,
very
he's
much.
just what he's saying is that he's wondering how would somebody want to do well for Imo State and Imo State government will refuse and counter such move. That is what he's wondering about. I don't know if you heard him, but I just had to summarize what he said.
Well, that's what I've been going through. And then I hope Uzodinma has been doing a lot of good jobs in road development,
Yeah.
but he has tactically avoided my area.
Wow. Are you serious?
Hope Uzodinma, if you are hearing me, I'm not your enemy. I'm a good citizen
Okay.
who will add value to your government.
Yeah.
So that I want to be governor is my right.
Okay.
After the election, I came on the radio and television and said that if you are doing well, I'll praise you. If you're making mistakes, I'll challenge you. It's my state, it's not your own.
Okay.
Everybody, all of us are equal stakeholders. So, you know, and you have been intimidating a lot of people. It's not good. Allow people to air their views so that you can do better. You are
Okay.
trying now. This is the second term. You are trying.
Okay.
At least with infrastructural development. But you are avoiding Okigwe zone. You even police stations. And do you know that I brought out money to repair all these bonds, the police stations in Imo State? Till today, nothing. They have not allowed me to do it.
Wow.
I even paid in also 100 million to fix police APCs so I can deploy them to help my people. Up to now, I took the former commissioner of police, showed him land I acquired for the police to rebuild the place. I rebuilt the area command. It was dynamited. The people who did it were arrested. Attorney General released them after police has finished investigation to prosecute.
Okay.
So that means it was deliberate.
Okay, that's great. That's great to hear. Well, these are the things personally Senator Athan Achonu has been trying to do, but it's been scuttled by the state government. That is what he's saying. Well, do you have any question for Senator Athan Achonu? Please send it on WhatsApp so that I can read it out for Senator. Well, we have these messages coming in. Let's just read out some of the things email people are saying. Comrade Padek Chidozen was texting from Umar Kadel Haji. Good morning, Echo FM. Say, good morning, Senator Athan Achonu. I know since 2015, as a very powerful politician, I know if given opportunity to be governor, you will consolidate the good leadership of Senator Hope Uzodinma. That is a message from Padek Nwosu Juju from Ikwere. Says, by and done, Senator Achonu statement as straight. Note, former Governor Okorocha damaged many things in Imo State, e.g., what concerned Okorocha selling Albany Kuku College of Education quarters. Also, so many lands at Imbieri. Iwanyao Square have been falling. That shows you straight talk, no bending corners. That is the message from Juju from Ikwere. We also have this one. It says, good morning, happy new week. Barry Cosmos, Don George, and a guest in the studio. He says, the bombing of defenseless citizens in the weekly market. Okay, this is referring to earlier conversation. All right, thank you very much. Let's go back to the Senator. Senator, you have also been an advocate for Akuru law. How has that been working for other people? Do you have a conglomerate of businessmen like you who wish to invest in Imo State, but they're not given the chance?
No, they're asking me. That is the funny thing. Well, they're asking. Well, that was why I ran for governor the last time under Labour Party.
Okay.
They put pressure on me that the insecurity was so much, and that they can't come. And then, what? By the way, General, where is your own Akurulo that you went to Imo State with? Where are you with it now?
Okay.
What has happened? That was the question. But so I told them that don't worry, I'll be governor, and when I'm governor, all of you will come and invest. And they are waiting. A lot of Igbos are waiting for me to be governor, and they will come in Imo State and bring in a lot massive development. They have even formed Akurulo clubs all over Igbo land now because of me. So it's everywhere. Young billionaires, they have Akurulo club. Everybody they have bought into the Akurulo program.
Okay.
Everybody wants to use. Yes, but the governors are not giving them the chance. You know. So,
Okay.
but I think Alex Oti and Soludo and the young nice man in Enugu, I think they're opening up their places.
Okay. Well, there's a message that came in here. Don, please read it out for us.
Okay, good morning, Uncle Barry. To think that the government stopped Imo from having a refinery because of personal issues shows how much they mean well for us. May God bless the senator, and please, he should not relent.
All right, they are saying you shouldn't relent, Senator. Well, Imo people seem to be very surprised at this expose. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Barry Cosmos.
Good morning to
Good
you.
morning.
We're fine.
Good morning, this is Lekoma.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, our senator.
Good morning. He's hearing you.
Thank you. I am Prince.
All right, quickly. All right.
My brother, is very, very unfortunate that our leaders are bent to destroy the future of human life.
All right.
Yeah, because the last time I checked, when the time of, that was the Denwa era,
Okay.
I heard that time I was in summer school. I know that this very refinery that is now in Enugu State, the then Nigerian Breweries manager, which was what is his name again? Festus Odimegu, came to Imo State, wanted to build that very refinery in Imo State.
Okay.
And because of political problems or political misunderstanding or whatever, they disallowed that man, and the man left. On the way, Enugu State Governor had it and called him and gave him land. That was the biggest refinery now in the whole West Africa. Imo State missed that opportunity. Wow. And from what our brother Achonu is saying now, I was in Okigwe doing one program when he was a senator then.
Okay.
To be candid, my brother, he did well. One thing people should understand, I'm using this very medium now to tell Senator Athan Achonu, let him listen. Whatsoever you, the elites, are doing, we, the common people, are taking notice of those things. We know who is who in this country. But the problem that we are having is that we have not been opportune to have our votes count. When our votes begin to count, my brother, you cannot testify that the whole Imolites, the whole Nigerians, knows the antecedents of all these so-called rich men and elites and politicians.
Thank you very much.
So keep doing good things. God will bless you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Chidozie. Well, Senator Chidozie is saying that they know all the good things of every elite. People who are investing, they see them. When their votes start to count, they will know what to do, that they should not relent in your activities. That is what he is saying, that Imo people are watching.
I'm not relenting. As a matter of fact, I have invested over 11 billion. I have capacity to feed the Southeast with beef and fish and vegetables. I have over almost 200 greenhouses. I have capacity for 5,000 cattle, a stockade already built.
Okay.
I have capacity for fish, for 1 million catfish every month. I'm developing the one for tilapia right now.
Wow.
So, and I'm also going into piggery and poultry. So it's an integrated farm complex. And I'm also going into two other factories I'm trying to build. But see, I don't want to go into that because I'll need government permission. I'll need government license for some of the things. And I want the governor, Odidika, I want to develop Imo. And let me do it during your tenure. If I started doing my own now, they will say that I'm using Imo State government money to do it. Let me do it, you commission it. We're not enemies, my friend. We're not enemies.
So what you're saying is that you are calling on the government to give you the license.
I'm talking to the governor.
Yes. You're calling the governor to give you the license. Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
You are a product of court order. Obey court order. You are supposed to be a Democrat, for God's sake, and you are leading the Progressive Governors Forum.
Okay.
Don't give the government of Bola Tinubu a bad name, please. Let me develop Imo State. You commission them. I build. You commission. I bring in investors. I have the capacity. There is me, because of my integrity. Let me do it for our people so we can create employment. Please, my brother.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our time is running up. But then we have this question from here. It says, good morning, Mr. Barry and Co. I am Mr. Wisdom Ugochukwu Chimereze, okay, Wala from Ngokpala, LGA, Imo State. My question to Mr. Senator is, apart from the state investment initiative programs, what other empowerment programs have he done individually? Because as a senator, you should have people who must have been touched by you and your regime. It's talking about your time as a senator. Yeah. You got the question, sir?
Yes. My time as a senator, I was there for 7 months. They ganged up and removed me.
Wow.
They ganged up and removed me. And for those 7 months, I empowered a lot of people. I did an empowerment program. On the Kigwe people should be able to tell you that.
Okay.
But apart from that, I have been using my equipment to build roads, maintain, even after my election. That MBC road, I was the one who maintained it because they abandoned it so that I wouldn't be able to go home.
Anyway.
Everybody knows that. If you ask people from MBC, I use my equipment to maintain the road throughout after the rainy season. And then I've given empowerment to Mbano youth, a lot of it, and some Okigwe youth. The last empowerment they did in Imo State, I contributed money to the empowerment, 10 million, for empowering youth. You know, so, and then I am the only person who has empowered Igbos, and not just Imolites. I got a contract from federal government. I made over 50 Igbo millionaires They should be calling on this thing now to confirm it by themselves. I don't have to name names.
All right.
I gave them subcontracted construction of health center all over the country to them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. For lack of time.
I did. I empowered a lot of people, made them millionaires.
Thank you.
They should be doing the calling and telling you people about me.
Okay, well, the conversation will continue on our social media page. If you're watching us live on Facebook, it's Echo FM 100.7. YouTube, Instagram, everywhere you go on social media. Let's continue the conversation. Confirm all what Senator has been saying. But just before we go, we have architect Sir OPZ Omere from Wesley, Segburu 1, Generalissimo International, Barry Cosmos, and Athan, George. 2027 is the existential watershed of Nigeria. It is either the right things are done or Nigeria disintegrate. He also said, may God continue to keep Achonu for us. We need to change the status quo for progress. Although governors have caused a lot of damages in Imo State. Wow, Senator, LPZ, that's a very serious talk to say. It is not very polite or nice to the Olu people. Just a few, don't generalize it like that. That's not nice. This one says, good morning, Mr. Barry. I'm Miss Dunn, a.k.a. Miss Actually.
Please, Atiku Denwa was a very good governor.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Well, they've given you a new name, Miss Actually. Senator Achonu made mistake by joining ABGA party. He should have joined ADC because ADC is now where people's minds are. Senator, that's our final question. Did you make a mistake? Okay.
Let me answer that. El-Rufai was a person who openly said he brought in terrorists. Okay?
Okay.
Then, the secretary of ADC, Moraf, my friend, was the interior minister when the gates of the country were open to foreign terrorists as they came in. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh-huh. And then Rotimi Ameki was the minister who used our money, for our gas money from Imo State, and oil money from the River State, and built rail line and built it into Maradi, Niger Republic.
Okay.
Developed all the ports in the southwest, none in the south in the eastern region. Yeah. And you want me to vote? These are the people, members of that party. My friend Malami, he obeyed court orders. That's why he was able to take somebody from number 4, his ministry, from number 4 to number 1 in Imo State. Are you following me?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So, and then Atiku, all the killings in Nigeria, he has never, the only time he complained about that girl, that's the only comment he made.
That's Deborah.
Yes. Time he challenged him, he pulled it down.
Okay. So you don't because of these individuals, you didn't want to join ADC because of the individuals involved?
Yes, no, I can't join ADC, I can't.
Okay.
That's why I didn't join APC as well. So I looked at, that was why I joined Labour Party, the quality of persons inside it. And then I joined ABGA because of the quality of persons inside it.
All right.
ABGA has adopted Ahmed Tinubu as a presidential candidate. Yeah. Now, Ahmed Tinubu, me and him, we believe in the same things. I started local government autonomy. I got the first judgment in 2010. He got the Supreme Court judgment to back it up. I presented subsidy removal as a bill in the Senate. He has actualized it, even though his ministers are not doing it the way I proposed it.
But if Senator, if ABGA backed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are you backing Bola Ahmed Tinubu too, as a person?
Yes, I am. That's what I'm telling you now.
All right, that's serious.
So I'm challenging. Listen to me.
Okay.
The man was very, very intentional and strategic. He first of all, if the governors are not sabotaging his especially the Progressive Governors Forum, he would have achieved peace by now. They are holding him to ransom because of his ambition 2027. Let me tell you what he did. He first of all got judgment on local government autonomy, and then he also removed fuel subsidy, so money will flow. There is no local government that has not been getting a minimum of 300 million since then.
All right.
No local government in Nigeria.
Senator, yes, our time is up, so I think maybe we can just continue this conversation next time. I'll call you again if you have time. Just
call me again. Let me explain that.
All right. Thank you very much, Senator.
Explain that very well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Our time is over for today. I wish we had more time. We could have had more time. Maybe when we call you again, please answer, because there are a lot of things you just raised that need more clarification.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you very much. Our time is
You're
over,
welcome.
and of course, it's time for us to go to. That was Senator Athan Achonu live on Echo FM. You heard what he said, and of course, probably we will continue with this conversation next time. Wow, that was hot.
Yeah.
That was hot. Emeka, don't say anything. We are going. The SM is here before I get query. My time is over. Thank you very much. That's been Straight Talk all the way. The next is a health revolution. Wow, that was interesting, but definitely this is Echo FM. That's what we promised, and that's what we brought to you. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. The health continues. This time around, what do you want to talk about?
No worry, you don't hear it.
Don't worry.
Echo FM.
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news feed.